Neighbor 41. So as always, we're going to give a minute to see who's going to come online, and then we can get started with our discussion. So first of all, the Hello Neighbor series was, as most of you, if not all of you, should know by now, it is based on the work of Fred Rogers, a man whom I would say is, by modern day standards, the closest I could say that a person would come to a saint. So what Fred Rogers did in his award-winning television show was to create a space where kids, in fact preschoolers, really could explore very difficult topics of life, whether it was death, divorce, differently abled people, racism, stuff that you didn't think that you could actually communicate to an audience of that age, but Rogers found a way. And he found a way to impart that lesson with compassion, with hope. And, it's why I did that article on Asteroid, Mr. Rogers, and how I feel that it truly does impart hope in a much needed time. So, that's the cue that I have taken in the Hello Neighbor series. And whilst I am no Fred Rogers, I don't know if any one of us can truly claim to be that. It is an attempt to create a community space around my larger body of work. And so far, it has been very successful in that people have needed support in these times. And more than the astrology, sometimes you just need to know that you are not alone. And that's one of the reasons why the Hello Neighbor series works. So, having said that, I see a little crowd. That's good. We don't really need many numbers to get the flow going, and people who will catch it later will catch it later, but they eventually will. So, let's get started. Let's do the hellos first because it's what we do here at Hello Neighbor. Hello, VB. Hello, Latoya. Hello, Joyous Day. Good to see you too. Well, good to see your writing. Hello, Joyful Soul. Hello, Double A. Hello, Sade Neil. Hello, Marilyn. How are you doing? Hello, Magneto, who used to watch Mr. Rogers every day in the 70s. It's a good thing. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Coyote. Hello, Evie Love. I see. Okay. Hello, Day. Hello, Roses. Hello, everyone. Lovely to see all of you. Absolutely lovely to see all of you. And hello, Maggie. Maggie's got an upside down smile, which I find funny. Or upside down smiley face. Hello, Maria. Hello, Lily. Hello, I don't know how to say this, Links. Hello, Susie. Good day to everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are. Lovely to hear from all of you. So, let's get into topic. Oh, hang on, we've got another one. Hello, Pamela. Nice to see you online. So let's talk a little bit about what's been happening with me the past couple of days, just because I use myself as a point of reference, mainly because it is only about my life that I can speak with any degree of authority in a public format. So, as you know, Therius has been really kicking our butts recently, and I've only finally begun. Yes, baby. Yes. Baby is talking, and I've only finally begun to decompress from that utter onslaught that put me emotionally through. But kept doing my work, kept helping as many people as I can. Had my own quiet breakdowns and freakouts, which is quite common. If anyone tells you they have absolutely no such thing, they're lying. So, I've been processing all of that. Then there was the accident that happened, hurt my knees, but that's getting better. I'm just finally kind of coming back to self, which is a good thing. And on top of that, I decided to go be very heroic. And it's one of the reasons why recordings are a bit delayed, and Tier 23 was a bit delayed. I decided that I would go and do my laundry, which sounds like a normal thing to do. But see, because of COVID, all the laundromats are closed, and this old house that we have has an old washing machine that doesn't work right. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do my laundry by hand. And I did. And then within a couple of hours, I was in severe pain with DOMS, that delayed onset muscle stiffness muscle soreness. It was bad. I was screaming the whole night, chanting the Medicine Buddha Sutra, which, by the way, works. So, yes, humility, universe, humility. But it was interesting because those same areas where where I'd felt the pain and where I felt my hands go alternately burning and alternately numb were the same parts of my body that got disabled when I was involved in an incident of domestic violence. And I had completely forgotten about that. So it's just a way of the body saying, rest, look at what you need to process, look back, and continue working on yourself. And of course, the universe likes to be very dramatic with me. So that's what's been happening with me. I am fairly okay now, getting my hand speed back up, picking up my baby. So, I can move, but it was certainly a very interesting time. But today I decided to do the Hello Neighbor once everything had cleared a little bit, just because it's also Venus conjunct Mars in Leo, which is a lovely alignment, which is a beautiful alignment, which is an alignment I hope we can all make the most of and celebrate. Because damn it, we need things to celebrate. This is the kind of alignment where, you should be drawing butterflies and sunflowers and daisies and looking at all of that stuff and, showing your love to your loved ones, because it's not like we need an excuse for it, but at times like this, take what opportunities you can get, because we are in for a whole lot of shifting coming up. So take this time, take this moment to say, I love you to the people who actually matter in your life. It's not just about sitting and meditating. It's not just about journaling and chronicling. All of these are very, very good. But it is about showing and embodying and sharing that love in whatever way you do see fit, as long as the other person is receptive to it. It doesn't matter how obsessed you are about another person. If they don't want it, they don't want it. It's still obsession. But as long as there is an allowance, as long as it is a family, a friend, or someone who wants that attention and wants that care, it's a very good idea to shower your loved ones with love right now. Because that's the vibe, that's the energy, and we all need to fill up for the coming days. Now, when I say that, I don't automatically want to put people into states of panic, because it's unnecessary. Whether you panic or not, the universe is going to do what the universe is going to do. So, we have a couple of major shifts happening. For example, and I can see the numbers dropping, which is interesting. For example, let's get to this. Now, Mercury is in Cancer. It's out of Gemini. I'm so happy it's out of Gemini. People can actually communicate with their feelings again. Vesta, the priestess, is going to finish, her transit through Virgo fairly soon. Venus is going to finish her transit through Leo fairly soon. Black Moon Lilith is going to finish her transit through Taurus fairly soon. Chiron is going to station retrograde. The Sun is going to eventually get out of Cancer and into Leo. There's just a lot of shifts that are happening over the course of the next 10 days. And in this time, it's just so important for us to come back to what we truly value. And a lot of the time, we try to think of value as something materialistic. We try to define abundance and worth through numbers and figures, but really that's not what makes us here. That's not what keeps us here. That's not what keeps us awake, alive, and engaged. What truly matters is love. And it is time to really look at how you express that love and how you share that with the members of who you consider your soul family, who you consider your, who you consider your tribe, and how they feel about you. And really, that is the most healing thing that you can do right now. The most healing thing that you can do. Just because we need that light and we need that radiance right now. And yes, the world is doing what the world is doing, but you got to do what you got to do. And right now, the language is love. The lesson is love. It is a focus on family. It is a focus on your emotional truth. And it is a focus on constantly reaffirming what is it that makes you feel passionate, alive, what makes you glow, what makes your heart feel full. So this is where we really and truly need to come back to that baseline. Now, let me just have a quick look at the comments. All right, who else is here? Coco Monday, hello. Chaitra, hello. Michelle, hello. Day, hello. Candy, hello. Nina, thank you. Okay. Oh, Samir says, absolutely love the medicine Buddha video you shared. It is magic. Excellent. Also, we'd love to know more about Dr. B, the priestess. We've heard from the facilitator and astrologer. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know. Be a bit more specific. Let me see if I can answer that. We Stormfelt, which says, get a stretchy band and try to bring it from your waist in front. Oh, okay. Yes, yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see what I can do. Maggie says, I feel like the shifting is happening already. Yeah, okay, okay. Tiraf says, hello, neighbors. Hi, Sky Priestess. Hello, Tiraf. Hello, Chiron. Hello, Sheena. Vivi says, what is it that we need to watch out for, whether it's work, surroundings, health, or anything else? You need to be looking out for oppression. People who are trying to push or instill their views on you as being more important than what your heart truly believes and feels. And it could be people in your environment, in your workplace. But really, one of the biggest triggers at this time is going to be someone trying to dominate you or overpower you. Let's see. Savita says, hi. Hi, Savita. Oh, Michelle says, having root chakra pain for the past week, healing from scoliosis and herniation. Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear it. Doing nature, very light movement. That's a good plan. Samir says, anything about the work you do, journeys, lessons? I'm fanboying and finally catching you live and hearing you. Oh, journeys. Oh my God. How do I answer that question? I don't know how to answer that question. Um, hmm, lessons, journeys. Jeez. Well, I normally say that the Sky Priestess is not a vanity title. It wasn't a title that I chose. It was given to me by one of the most insightful and articulate people that I've ever met in my life. Some insight has, I would say, for the most part, surpassed anyone else I'd ever met. So, I guess for me, priestessing is a 24-hour job. It's like there is a difference between Bhairavi, me, and there's a difference between the sky priestess. And people who are in session, we know the difference immediately. There's a certain slight, very, very slight change in appearance. There's a very slight change in, she's already coming in. Very slight change in energy, very slight change in voice. Sometimes it can be quite dramatic if someone is being an asshole because she does not tolerate bullshit. But I I guess it's just so. I guess it's just part of my life to the point I don't even really know how to talk about it. I guess I just switch into prayer mode or facilitation mode or communion mode at a drop of a hat. It's like a reflex right now. Um, I really don't know how to answer the question. I'm sorry, I don't know how to answer the question. I can tell you about the time I've done cool things, like I don't know, went and sat on a mountain somewhere in Nepal, met a tiger. Well, was probably watched by a tiger. Probably was wondering whether it wanted to eat me or not. I could tell you about the time I jumped in the Ganges, much to the horror of the person who was next to me. All the time I jumped into a Indian Ocean where there were like ancient monuments stuck inside, and also sharks during pre-cyclone weather. I have done some crazy shit on my pilgrimages. This is true. This is undoubtedly true, but I just don't know how I would even start. All that time, ooh, this was actually my first real foreign workshop. Someone had invited me to Tasmania, and without realizing it, had invited me to stay on a place where there was a, let's just call it a powerful line of energy that led to a gateway of many trapped spirits. And they left me there on that hill, very close to Halloween. And I was like, oh my God. Well, Soin. Halloween is the American holiday, but it was a very powerful time. It was my first real initiation into indigenous Aboriginal energies. And I met a lady afterwards, and she said, yeah, they usually scare you the first time. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I survived. But it was really there that I met the first cat whom I truly had deep respect and deep appreciation for. It was this cat named Salisi, a black and white cat. And she knew something was wrong and she didn't want me to stay there by myself. But her parents didn't listen to her. So I spent one night there. I looked at what was happening. Believe me when I said it was such an overpowering experience. I was afraid to even go to the bathroom, but I managed. And I was just all by myself on that hill. And really, it was the first time I was in Australia. So it was my first experience of Aboriginal energy in this lifetime. And the next day, when I told them what happened, that cat refused to let me out of her sight. She followed me to get my stuff because I just said, I'm not sleeping there another night till I figure out what the heck is going on. And I had this really big root chakra workshop of the earth meditation that I was doing. And so this little cat, she followed me. She didn't let me go by herself. You could tell the cat was scared because something was wrong. So that happened 2 nights. And then finally, the actual night of the meditation came, and the cat just waited outside. And her parents were calling her in. She was saying, no, 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 come in, come in. And I just looked at her and I said, do you want to come? And then the cat enters the meditation space. And then she starts walking around the participants because she's been given an invitation. And she kind of creates the space and holds the energy together. And I just looked at that being. In fact, it's on a video. It is actually on a video where you can see that cat. It's on the video on YouTube. I think if you type in the words red root meditation, you'll find it. So that was, I think, definitely one of the more standout experiences. Sometimes the universe just tosses you into something and you find the most unexpected help. But you got to go at it with humility. You got to go at it with as much grace as you can. And you got to go at it with trust. And that's always been the case with me. But yes, that was where I met the first cat that my heart just opened to that being because I could see her. She was terrified. She was terrified with the energy of the place, but she still refused to let me go in by myself. And I'd never seen anything like it. So that's a story. I hope it I hope it is of interest. Let's see. Michelle says it's an amazing part of your soul. It just exists, pretty much. Pamela said, looking forward to the shift. My siblings and I are trying to love on our mom as she faces moving out of a home for 30 years. She's resisting the opportunity to transform her life. Well, older people uh, tend to have that difficulty just because there's that uncertainty of change and that uncertainty of not knowing who you are, because so many people define themselves knowingly or unknowingly by external things: who they're married to, where they live, what they own, what job do they identify themselves with. um, and letting go of that at a certain age. I mean, it can happen at any age, but I would say for an older person, letting go of that can be terrifying, but some do. And hopefully she accepts the change with grace. A quick pro gem tip: Vesuvianite might help her. That's Vesuvianite. Day says, I have had opportunity to stand up for myself recently. Very good. Lots of oppressors with oppressed demons that want to express themselves. Choosing battles wisely, taking absolutely no chit. Very good, very good. Samir says, I love the pauses and the laughter and how you answered it. Cats have been kindred for me too. So much respect and love for them. Thank you. You're most welcome. Michelle says, I'm using a bag with cats on it today. I have 2 cats. They are such amazing creatures. They totally are. So are dogs. So are dogs. I actually found myself watching Canine Part 2 with, I think it's James Belushi. It's Jim or James Belushi. Anyway, it's with the German Shepherd. I actually found that I enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and living on my kitty cat. And yeah, that's how I've been bringing more love. That's how I've been bringing more love. And that's really what we need right now in the world. We just need a lot more love, a lot more inspiration, a lot more hope. People look to spirituality, people look to, whether it's an astrologer or a priestess or whatever, because they're expecting some other grand answer. And really, is it the Beatles who basically said all you need is love? It's very true. It is so true. And we underestimate that power. We underestimate it completely. We try to find, oh, this thing is going to help me, that thing is going to boost my powers, that thing is going to make me psychically aware. You don't need any of that. Just come from here and things tend to happen. At least this is my experience. This is why I don't try to have a following or a cult or whatever. Not that I would do very well in confinement. I'd be the first person to burn it down. But it's really just about the heart. If you are living with your heart open, and if you are living in alignment with the frequency of that resonance, you don't need anybody to tell you what to do. You will follow. I mean, in this time of Therios training the galactic center, I found that, in situations where I was very challenged, people around me were saying different things, but I knew what was true and I held on to that truth. And I'm glad that I did, because there's so many well-meaning misinformation out there. But when you live from here, whether you do the right thing or the quote unquote wrong thing, you will not regret what you do. Now, when you try and live from here, from the ego mind, that's when you're going to get your ass kicked. So, let's see. Dave Ray says, my grandkitten loves my houseplants. This is a mixed bag, like a bag of cats. Music suggestion, Aesop Rock Kirby. Okay, cool. Drawing Momentum says, I love that you are a rebel for love. I like it. Hey, Monen, talking to my brother. Someone says I'm a rebel for love.
A rebel for love.
Yeah.
All I can think of right now is James Dean, but wearing a Victorian outfit. Styling. Thumbs up.
Okay, I can work with that. I mean,
Victorian woman's outfit, by the way.
he says that he gets an image of a James Dean-esque figure wearing a female Victorian outfit. Okay, it's because my ideal, trust me, this says a lot. My ideal of romance was Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice for a long time. I mean, and no, if you're going to watch Mr. Darcy and Pride and Prejudice, you watch the BBC miniseries. Okay, don't watch anything else. Watch the BBC miniseries with Colin Firth. That is Mr. Darcy. That will always be Mr. Darcy. That, and read the book. I'm very much like Elizabeth in a lot of areas. So, let's see. Sheena says, everyone lately seems to be looking and expecting an argument. Yep. It feels like people keep misunderstanding me. Yep. I can't seem to bridge the communication. Yep. Is this from the energies? Yep, it is. Oi, you're on tier 23, aren't you? Go on and listen to tier 23. But long story short, yes, it is. There's a lot of movement in the skies right now. We're going to be seeing right now, one of the biggest, most triggering alignments is Sedna, conjunct Black Moon Lilith at 29 degrees of Taurus. So people are really feeling their wounds being triggered, whether or not you are intentionally triggering them. So it's, they're trying to find a way to work out their wounds. I suggest you taking a step away from that. You don't need to be the projection screen. Yes, I see other fans of Colin Firth Darcy. Yeah. Tiraf says, yes, rebel for love. Oh my God, I got to tell that to my partner. He's going to love it. Maggie says, I cannot unsee James Dean wearing a Victorian female outfit. I am. Energy says, I love you. I'll be back in soon to tier 23. Excellent. Currently in LA, getting my son settled for grad school. Fab. Anak Singapore says, yes, he's the best. Colin Firth spoiled the market. I also did love him in, I think it was Love Actually. Yeah. Pamela Ford says, t-shirt and mug material. Rebel for love. I like it. Michelle says, people looking for argument signals, something we have to heal on and work on. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. We Stormfelt, which says, I'm a forestry ranger back home, more involved in that, but I'm not sure what else to call it. I tried again to geoengineering, which failed because of crippling dyscalculia. Okay, I'm going to have to look up what's dyscalculia. Is what I do. If I don't know something, I look it up. I see. Okay, gotcha. Baby said you had suggested online forums. No idea which one to go to. Baby, are you on Facebook? I can suggest a group that my brother moderates, which I think you would find useful. Sheena says, I started it but ended up falling asleep. Your voice is soothing and I process energies via sleep. Is it soothing? Okay. So the inclination for social media break is wise to follow. Aye. Nacha Libre says, hello, so happy to catch you live. Hello, nice to see you. V Stormfeld, which says, I've tried other things that all failed and I feel like I'm running out of ways to help over here. My suggestion is stop trying and just do something nice for yourself. And if that has a net benefit to someone else, let them experience it for themselves. Michelle says, thank you for the great video. Most welcome. Anaxinapura says, and in Bridget Dawn's diary, perfect casting. I remember that fight scene by the fountain. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. V Stormfeld, which says, not to mention a violent work accident got my consciousness yeeted over because of a work accident on a shift I was a jackass for taking. And most days I feel like I'm not even supposed to be here. Definitely self-care. Definitely self-care. VB says, was on FB, haven't logged in for a long time. Ah, okay. Hey, Monen, what's the name of the group you moderate?
Refugee survivors of narcissistic abuse.
Well, just in case anybody needs it, my brother is a moderator for a group. It's on FB, right?
Yes, but I'm one of many moderators.
He's one of many moderators. But if he's in it, he's probably got something good there. So it's Refugee Survivors of Narcissistic Abuse. So that might be a good group for people who need it. Let's see. I Am Energy says, thank you at Sheena Mac. Awesome. Well, in terms of online forums, FB is probably one of the best spaces for group interaction. I know there are other social media networks, but I don't know how active they are, which is why I suggested that group. Another thing that you can do is, how do people make friends anymore? I honestly have been finding great nourishment from Instagram reels of cats. I like this reel of this little cat that dances to a cactus toy, and I just keep looking at it, and the cat looks like it's dancing, and it's just so cool. So yes, I nourish myself through Instagram cats. It works. It really does. It really does. And I know my baby doesn't like me looking at other cats. She'll be like, but anyway. Okay, BB says, I see some of pet videos on Twitter. Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, animals really just change your life. I never knew. I never knew. I was not raised in a way that allowed having a fur baby in the home, though I really wanted one, and so did my brother. And so yeah, that first cat that I met that really had my back in Tasmania, she opened the door for my appreciation of the animal kingdom. Vivi says he wants to have a pet squirrel. That is cool. That is cool. I think there are squirrels where you live. Let's see. Oh, another thing you can do, VB, if you can't do it online, I mean, obviously because of coronavirus, I don't know what limitations there would be. Start looking for local groups, considering I know where you live, the city. You find people who come together for humanitarian causes, good people who come together for humanitarian causes, whether it's relief efforts, whether it's animal associations, whether it's the Blue Cross Society. That would be where you could find a lot of like-minded people in a similar way. Vivi says he loves squirrels. Oh, that is cute. Lynx Jinx says, I find myself enjoying videos of cats, dogs too. Really, it's true. It's true. Sheena says, Vivi, look into the wildlife rehab folk. Yep, that's the route to end up with a squirrel friend. Oh, well, I hope you find a squirrel. You should name it if the squirrel wants to be named. Sometimes they already have names. Yeah. The Dark Goddess says, where's your twin brother, Goddess? Well, technically, he's not my physical twin. He's 6 years older than me. Hey, Anna, you want to make an appearance? You want to make an appearance?
Why?
I don't know. You're being requested. You have fans.
Some. Yeah, I'm antisocial enough that I'll say hello.
You're antisocial enough that you'll say hello?
Yes.
How does that work? Isn't it you're social enough to say hello?
No.
How are you antisocial? If you're antisocial, you wouldn't say hello at all.
I'm polite.
Ah, he's polite. Okay. Lovely Salma says, hello, Dr. B. Ling Xing says he does have fans. I told you have fans. I told you. So hang on, he's just bringing a chair so he can put it next to me.
Instead of looming awkwardly.
I mean, I don't know, some people enjoy the awkward looming. It takes all sorts.
Yeah, this is why whenever you talk about love, it just sounds weird.
Yeah.
Hello, all. Oh, wow. Well,
See. So, thanks. Tamalan says, oh, I just made it for bro. Hey, too. Hey. Pamela says she's part of a nature nurse group on Facebook. Oh, that's nice. That's another thing to check out, VB. Maggie says, come say hello, bro. Sheena says, your bro is such a sweetie.
sweetie. Yeah, fair enough. You're pretty like shing sharp.
So, yeah, I guess. He is the Libran, so.
We kind of take a very odd yin yang approach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she's very sharp and focused in facilitation, whereas I'm kind of like, what would you like to do? Do you feel ready for this? But deep inside, she's the really sweet one.
You're not supposed to say that.
I'm your brother.
But yeah, well, yes, and deep inside he's like. So it all depends on what role we're playing.
What was today's topic?
It was a
silent, wise guy.
it wasn't really a topic. It was a hello neighbor.
Thank you, Sheena May. Was that Sheena May?
Oh, hang on. He reminds me of the strong, silent, wise guy in the anime who knows what is going on, but is just quietly waiting for folk to figure it out themselves, unless necessary to set things from going so sideways. Legit.
That is basically the only role I can play in life right now, so I'm going to play it well.
Teref says, hi, brother. Dark Water
Hi.
says, you're all so cute. Overflow says, hey, y'all, just saw the IG photo, so I'm late, but happy to see your faces. Lucky you have that relationship. That's so nice. We worked at
That's
it.
true. We worked at it.
We worked all very, very hard, but we are glad that it worked out. Doesn't always work out. Okay, V Stormfelt, which says, anyone else have dangerously bad luck with joining in real life groups, and how did you deal with it? Okay. Okay, this is a question for other people because I don't tend to join in real life groups because I'm a hermit.
You did, though.
I tried and it was almost always terrible.
That's how you dealt with it. You ran once you realized it was terrible.
It didn't work for me, too much power dynamics. So I basically keep my social interactions focused on people whom I know I can trust who are not trying to have weird ego games. So let's see. Samir Farah asks, what FP group does brother moderate? Hi to him.
It is refugee survivors from narcissistic abuse. I just started modding on that group. I've been commenting on that group for a while, so I decided to start modding it because we can't actually do any work while we're stuck in lockdown. Might as well make my time useful. And I'd say it's a pretty decent group. They're trying hard. Aspirationally, they're trying very hard. In real life, no one gets it perfect, but I give a lot of props for people who try to reach that aspirational target.
So it's a good thing to check out if you're on FB and you want to know at least there's one decent person doing something out there. Check it out.
Why are you talking about narcissistic survivor groups?
No, we're just talking about good, groups on online forums. I haven't been in FB in years. Well, what feels like years.
Yeah.
So you're the only mod I know. So that's why. But I know that quite a few people in this group have had issues with recovering from narcissists. People don't like talking about it. We talk about it, so they come.
There are more of them.
They are.
Yeah,
They are.
there are
So
more
it's
and more of
it's
them.
just a suggestion, especially for VB who's looking for some groups to look at. AA asks, actually, can you hold the phone? You're taller than me. It hurts.
Let go.
Okay, just careful on that side.
Yes, it's okay.
Can you see us both? Oh, okay. Okay. AA says, Dr. B, this is an unusually peaceful time for me right now. Even with what's going on in the cosmos, does this indicate anything? You got good ancestors and or good psychic protection and or have done work. There's usually intersection of the three. And or benevolent land spirits. I would say that's that could fall.
Yeah, the holy quaternary.
Yeah, that's a good one. Wisdom felt Minches. Yesterday night I had a dream I was in a rice paddy outside the US and I haven't been at that place or happy this incarnation. I'm sorry to hear it.
Mm.
Michelle says, I'm an only child. I have a teenage daughter. Sometimes she doubles as a sister. We both believe we were sisters in another lifetime, and also she was a mother towards me. Quite possible. Annie says, hello, doctor. Hello. Sheena says, I find IRL groups always have those dynamics, and surfing around them is what I try to do. I have lowered expectations. You know, if you can do that, that can work. But you know what I'm like? The moment people see me, it's going to be like, oh, you need to speak and make our group look good. And I'm like, no. No, and that's where the problem happens. Evie says, "Hi, bro. Hermit by indication or inclination, building a community of love. Excellent." Annie V says, "Keep positive." Sheena says, No, people can't see you. This is why I was having such a problem holding it. Hang on.
Eh, never mind. Let them look at you. When I'm speaking, I'll put the phone up. What do you mean?
Fine. Okay. Sheena says, "Invisibility is a superpower of mine. It is useful. I have hypervisibility." Coyote Prophet says, hello, priestess brother. See, Coyote Prophet saying hi.
He's an awesome guy.
You just like his beard.
I like beards. I can't grow one.
This is true. He just has this little tuft.
Ouch.
No one can see you.
Ouch. When I try to grow a beard, I get ringlets, and then it looks like a brown man trying to pretend to be Santa Claus, and that's fine at Christmas. The rest of the time, that's just straight out. When it comes to groups, I always kind of, at least online groups, it's always about what do I want to get out of there. Like when I'm in something about empaths or helping people, it's all about the help I want to put in. But when I'm in one of my political groups or one of my comic groups, most of the time I'm basically just arguing with people, and that's okay because I like to argue. I don't do it a lot, but I like using my brain. And I mean, it's why I did martial arts when I was younger. You got to know what you're going into the group for.
Yep. All right. So let's see. Okay, AA says, thanks, Dr. Vitamalan says, cancer season has been too tough. It has.
Mm-hmm.
Coyote Prophet says, thank you. Love from Annie, Kimberly. Coyote says he's in and out, but wanted to show his love. Oh,
Thanks.
okay. Sheena says, IG filters are great for the beard. I found a great one. Pamela says, hello, brother of Dr. B. You two have a good energy. I'm glad you have each other. I am glad too. I don't want to think about what would have happened if we weren't there.
Yeah.
No, it would have been pretty bad. Pretty bad. So let's see. Don't feel bad. I can't grow one either on 5+ years of testosterone and all of the chase man of biological relation. Harry AF.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're just chilling out, hanging out. Is there anything you want to talk about?
All the stuff I want to talk about are like super angry, and I've basically talked about it, so it's probably cool.
That's good. You let it out.
Though I just fight with people online,
Are you
but in an educational way.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, well, it wasn't much of an agenda except because today is Venus conjunct Mars. So it's all about love and being true to the heart and what, motivates you, what's your passion, what makes you come alive. It's that kind of day where people really need to be doing that.
Okay.
Because we're going to need it. You're going to need to fill up those tanks of positivity. That's a good, very, very good time to do this. I am energy says I've been calm during this time. Very good. My husband, however, has been doing the cleansing, cutting off parents, etc. All that stuff. It has taken a great deal as an empath to stay grounded. Thank you, Dr. B. I did the work. Thumbs up. Dan still says hello. Hey, Dr. Brian, bro from the UK. Hello.
Hello.
Drawing Momentum says, lol, my husband has a full beard once. He let me put flowers in it.
That is fey positivity right there.
They can't see me. Put it back to you. Put it back
Move.
to you. Jeez.
Okay.
See, I told you it's tough to hold for both at the same time.
They can deal with either half of each of our faces or they can see all of you.
Ah, and okay, tilt it a bit this way.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. So let's see. It's Candy says it's refreshing that you shared how your healthy, happy relationship is a result of hard work. Started when we were like, I was 21. So took a,
Which would make me 27.
yeah. Started then. Was not like this before. Started later, much later.
I mean, if
Um,
you don't mind me mentioning, I think we could probably add this.
yeah, go and show your face.
We self diagnose very late, but Bai and I are definitely somewhere on the spectrum, high functioning. But I remember going to university and not understanding a damn thing about how people related to one another. It's all like, what, what? And I have advantages. I'm fairly bright. So I picked up all of these rules, or at least about 70% of these rules. And I'm pretty functional right now, pretty high functioning. No one would look at me and go, hey, this guy doesn't know what's going on. He's somewhere on the spectrum. And I think that's true of most of us. Once we get the hang of it, we're actually really rocked the entire social, interpersonal stuff. And Bai's just done like, damn, son, damn, Bai's done a lot, especially in the emotional stuff. But I think when we tried to be siblings, we kind of came at it from a you are a person I've known my entire life, but I've never actually been able to relate to you in a way that's been family because we didn't learn what that was. So let's figure it out from the ground up. And it was a lot of work, but it's almost like Bai is found family rather than blood family. You'd say that's fair?
Most definitely. Though I would consider my cat my blood.
She has certainly drawn enough blood from the both of us.
Speak for yourself. Though I do have a scar. I do have
Yes.
one scar.
The amount that child has bitten, clawed, chewed. Yes, it's blood family by now.
Okay, let's see. Sheena says he's sad in return. Tamalan says me and my sister have the same age gap. It's tough for us right now. I'm sorry to hear it. Sometimes it gets better. Dave Ray says debate is healthy. Graciela Sain says hi, sisters and bro. Hi.
Hello.
This is a lady who always ride with the mom's energy.
Ah,
Eh. So hi.
hi.
So yeah, no, we had no idea what it meant to be people. I mean, we were both mensens, very early age, one of those genius level IQ whatnots, but that doesn't mean shit in interpersonal life. So we also did not grow up in an environment that valued us for anything more than what we either achieved or could potentially achieve in that outward sense. So we had no idea. So when I went to university I went overseas when I was 16. My brother left at about the same time, and we were both actually experiencing tertiary education independently, and we both hit the same issues, and we have enough similar personalities. There are areas where we're very divergent and areas where we're very similar. We're back. We're back.
Okay.
I better hold the phone. So you just covered like snake behind me when you need to talk.
Bah.
What? I'm shorter than you. So, um, where was I? Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So we were always valued for the external stuff, and never for the that's yours, and never for the internal stuff. And so it was a rough awakening, and I really got a very harsh awakening, especially being female and alone and not knowing what the hell to do. I think I also had a fair bit of gender dysphoria when I was younger, because there is a recording of me when I was 5 years old,
Mhm.
basically saying I don't want to be a girl, I want to be a boy. Do you remember that? So it took me a while to even recognize that I was female and to decide which way I wanted to identify myself. I didn't grow up in a culture that provided for that framework. But, being and inhabiting a female form with that identity has been a very conscious choice. And that made the journey that much more confusing. But yeah, it's been hard work. It's been hard work having no real teachers, having no one that we could actually look at as a mentor, as a teacher, or as a nurturer figure. But we found each other again, and that's how we made it happen from the ground up. You know, took a lot of work.
Can be done.
Can be done. Candy says, yes, my little sis of 6 years difference are still distant. But my little sis, 7 years apart, is now the closest family member to me because we try to face our crap and hold each other safe and accountable.
Mm,
That's how it works.
I think that's the most important point.
Yeah.
All families will have differing levels of crap.
Mm-hmm.
When you face it together, that's what makes you a family. You hide from it and you're just people who are related.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So, it's and we have a small family of four at the minute. Two little girls and me and my bro, and hopefully it'll expand. We'll see. Though we have lots of allies and well wishers.
That's, pretty much all you can ask for. Got a community?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you just do the best you can and you live by your principles. At least that's what I try to do. See, this is how you hold a phone and you turn it to each person. Do you see this? This is what you do.
You do it well. You should just stick with it. You can be the phone holder. Well done. 17 years.
Okay, yeah, 17 years of trying. Yeah, yeah. Sheena says, sounds like a fair deal. Do the best we can. Live by our principles, following our rebel hearts. Love it. Remember, I'm a rebel for love. Yeah.
Exactly what are you rebelling against?
Status quo, oppression, toxic patriarchy, toxic matriarchy, toxic spirituality, lots of toxic things.
So you're not talking about your love for your partner.
Why would I need to be a rebel to love my partner?
That is what I was asking.
No.
Okay, I was like, okay, what are you rebelling for your romantic love here? What's going on?
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. People are saying you're cute. VB says, what kind of food does bro like?
I love to cook food, so it's all about, for me, a lot of it is texture. I like interesting textures. I like trying new stuff. But I guess my favorite ingredients, anything with mushrooms or avocado, I'm sold. I'm done. It's like, okay, this is a good meal. Let's do that.
I remember one time he put jam on an omelette. I was not impressed.
Marmalade, and it was fantastic. It was like, bam. You would never make it as a Japanese chef in a manga.
It's okay, it's not one of my aspirations.
What happened to rebelling?
That's not love, that's weird dietary habits.
No, this is the love of food. Your passion of love for food must inspire you.
You put marmalade on an omelette and you dare judge Paddington Bear.
Yes. Okay, some of my jokes are terrible. So, yeah, when I judge Paddington there, I basically make terrible jokes because it's only being heard by my sister. Which is fine.
Day says patriarchy won't smash itself. We storm felt, which is ironically, I'm pretty damn average mentally back home. Okay. We storm felt, which is ever tried chili powder on orange slices. That sounds like it would work. Yeah, that sounds like it would work. Haven't
Is
tried
that
it.
like a dessert or an appetizer?
Yes, this is a good question. Is that a dessert or an appetizer? Graciela says chicken and waffle syrup. Okay, okay. Daybreak says I love shiitake mushroom and avocado with rice and miso.
Nice.
Arugula mixed in is also amazing. Davina says
Rockets.
yes. Davina says hello. How are you? We are alive and doing things and trying to inspire people to be more loving and honest to themselves. Hehe. Tamilan says pepper and mango is a Caribbean treat.
Pepper and mango.
Hey,
Okay.
we had that in Malaysia. We just don't use it. We you know the Assam boy?
They don't put pepper though. They put
No,
like a
no,
vinegar.
they put a little bit of chili for the mango.
All
They
right.
do.
Okay.
They do. Let's see.
See, I actually like adding spices to fruits and vegetables because the system of healing that I do, we call it kitchen medicine. Just work with the spices in your kitchen. So each spice is supposed to strengthen different organs, different elements. So it's like you can even use it as medicine.
This is true. When you grow up with it, well, Indian culture, Indian philosophy, you know that your kitchen is basically a medicine cupboard and also a beauty regime. Can use it for either.
It can
It
be.
can.
It
It
can be.
can.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Drawing Momentum says, I've made candied orange peel that was spiced with chili. Very
Oh
good.
damn.
V Stumpfelt, which says
That sounds
breakfast food.
amazing.
Does breakfast food actually good with cinnamon rolls? Okay,
Okay.
okay. Yesy says dessert. I like that answer. Yesy is someone I get along with very well, and her boy likes watching My Hero Academia.
Nice.
Yes, yes. Sheena Max says had a jam and ham sandwich.
There we go. There we go.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
No!
That is the real talk. You just come from a blase, Capricorn, patriarchal.
So,
Taste the rainbow.
she does had a jam and ham sandwich. And it's pretty delicious sometimes. Going with 4-year-old ideas is a thing. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I am energy says I
Nice.
agree with both of you. It takes work, had to make a conscious decision to be an engaged parent as well as a sibling. You two are good together, authentic. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anak Singapore, fruit with pepper and black salt. She gets it.
Yeah, yeah.
Beanie Jules says, Good morning, Dr. B and Bro. Good morning, good morning. Sky Brew says, Hi kids, hi, hi. Graciela says, Key lime, juice, salt to taste chili, add mango.
Sounds tasty.
Anak Singapore says, Black salt, is it karupu uppu or uppin? Karupu uppu.
What is upin? Have you heard of that?
No, I think it's just. No, I think she's
Uppu.
asking. Yeah, uppu, salt.
Okay.
That's
Karpu uppu.
that means salt in Tamil. Yes, she says, haha, taste the rainbow. Anak Singapore says, I love wood fruit, especially apple and guava. Damn it, this has turned into a cooking channel. Damn it.
I thought you said things that people love and have passion
I
for,
was
and
just going to say, it makes sense given the theme.
I am super basic.
Basic.
There are there are three things that make people happy: family, food, and I guess four things, but we probably shouldn't mention both of them because it comes down to sex and entheogens. So that's about the four basic things.
What about babies?
Family.
Babies are a special category.
All right, five. Five is a good number.
What's an entheogen? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I don't do drugs. It doesn't work for me. I don't need to. I get high on peanuts. I don't need
Yeah.
to. Let's see. Lady Luck says, Hey, Dr. B and Bro. Hey.
Hey,
Dave
hey.
Ray says, Watermelon and chili. Really?
People
Watermelon?
are putting chili on a lot of fruit. Okay, I gotta try this stuff.
Tamalan says, Have you all had spiced hot chocolate? I have.
Yes.
High five.
Mexican style.
Yeah. We Stomfelt, which says bagel, cream cheese, smooth jelly, cranberry, sliced ham, sliced turkey, sliced apple. See, that makes sense. There's a balance. Marmalade and egg have no
Taste
balance.
the rainbow.
Ramalan says, I'm hungry now. Sheena says, everybody eats in all heart and home. Very good. Graciela says, chocolate cake, triple layer. I like it.
Nice.
We Stomfelt, which says, I have to take my something on proposal before breakfast. You all just reminded me. Very good. Light Riot Productions says, Hi, love your channel. Thank you. We do our best. V Stomfelt, which says, I get open-eyed visuals on CBD. Darby says, Hi, Dr. Bayari. Any feng shui tips? Well, it depends what bagua are you looking at. What bagua are you looking for tips on? Let's see, just because, it's huge. Huge. But yes, Basically, people just sound very hungry on this chat. So everybody put chili on your food.
On your fruit.
On your fruit. Put chili on your fruit and see what happens.
Maybe some key lime juice.
Maybe some key lime juice as well. That should be fun. That should be fun. Remember, it's Venus conjunct Mars and Leo. Do something fun. Don't kill yourself if you're allergic to chili. Please be sensible.
Apply proper testing on your spices.
Yes.
Use chili responsibly.
Yes. We still need to say this. So, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's see. What else we got going on? Like, yes, the Hello Neighbors are hangouts. They're not like serious, deep, very deep things. Well, we can get serious and deep, but it's not the point.
The crazy idea that you actually like other people and want to hang out with them.
Lagarda says, oh, hi, I caught you live. Telada says, what's the topic, you guys? Well, I guess it's about what makes Venus and Mars in Leo happy. What makes you come alive? What makes you feel joyful? What makes you feel love? What makes you feel passionate about things? It's a good time to do all of that stuff. So that's the topic. But you might want to go back to the beginning because I think we'll be winding down anyways. Okay. Samir says to doctor. Okay, I am here. What are my favorite foods?
Is this like a psychic thing?
I don't know.
Are you just supposed to be like,
No, he's asking me what are my favorite foods.
oh, what are your favorite foods?
Yeah. Honestly, ice cream. Ice cream cake. If that can be a food group, that would be my favorite food. I don't eat it often, but if you like me,
Milkshake.
if you ask me what I like the most, ice cream cake and milkshakes.
You should tell them about how we keep going to the Middle Eastern place.
There's a Middle Eastern place nearby here, and I found out one day that they made decent milkshakes. So, I was like, ooh, and my brother bought the same stuff second day, and then we kept going back looking for more milkshakes, but I think we must have drunk them out.
You're terrible at telling stories.
I'm not.
You are.
No.
So
not as good as you.
This is what happens, right? So I go in, I check it out. Like, okay, hey, they sell milkshakes here. And I said, okay, I want one strawberry milkshake and one vanilla milkshake. And the guy, and I pointed, no, it's here. Oh, he looks totally surprised, like he's never read his own menu before. And he goes to the back and he confirms, yes, they are milkshakes. He seems very surprised by this. But they make the milkshakes, I bring them back, they're good. And Pai likes milkshakes, right? So he went the second time, okay, great milkshakes. Still a little bit of surprise, he's like, he almost is like, are we really selling this here? We have Middle Eastern place. Why do we have milkshakes?
They also have pizza.
Yeah, but pizza, I can kind of understand this is, and so, but he sells it to us anyway. But I think they're on to us because by the third time I come in, is there any milkshakes? No. Can you check? No, we don't sell that here. No, you sold it last 2 times. And he's like, oh. And he goes back and he comes out very happy. Oh, no, we don't have that anymore. And it's just like, why are they so anti-milkshake? Like, are they not selling any more milk? Do we not milk in, or is it just a case of, okay, no, nobody should be here for milkshakes?
No. But yes, milkshakes and ice cream cake. My brother tells a better story. He does.
It's all that D&D.
Yeah, he used to play D&D. I also wanted to play. He never wanted to play with me, saying I had to find someone else to play with. So I did not get my chance at D&D, which I am not happy about. Let's see, Daybreak, hemp seed nutrition. Very good. 30 grams of hulled hemp seed has 14 grams of protein. Goes well with avocado and mushrooms. Excellent. Alex Singapura says, you scream for ice cream. Yes. Bintadik says, yes to ice cream cake. Yes. Candy says, no milkshake for you. No. Finding a really good milkshake in Malaysia is tough. The best milkshake I ever had was in Soho in London. It was a place called Ed's. And it was this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous malted milkshake, butterscotch malted milkshake. Those of you in London, do me a favor, go to Ed's, have a milkshake and think of me. But, But yeah, no, that's what I like the most. I mean, that's not what I eat every day, obviously, but that's what I like the most. Life needs to be sweet, you know? Life needs to be sweet. Tiana says, you live in London? No, no, I was in the United Kingdom for 5 years when I was doing my PhD. So that's how I know about it. And I used to wander around London at night aimlessly, just looking at things at 1 or 2 a.m. at night and just looking at everything. I don't know why. I just like doing it. I just like walking the night. No idea why. My brother's trying not to laugh. I meant it in like a Batman way, not in another way. It was like
I didn't say anything.
Look at his face.
I didn't see a
Look at
single
his
thing.
face. Or Jack the Ripper, whichever you prefer. I was thinking more like in a Batman Gotham-esque sense. Just wandering around, watching. I had a trench coat too.
So your current 3 options are billionaire in a bat persona, watching things, night walker, or Jack the Ripper.
I had the first.
London is a very scary place.
Oh God, Candy says Dr. B the night walker, lol. This is your fault. I didn't even think of that. Can I tell them about the thing with Lucky?
What thing with luck?
You know, about feeling lucky.
Oh, all
See,
right.
I have a very, I wouldn't say innocent, but I don't think about certain things in a very sexualized way. So we were thinking about if we ever sold beer and used my brother's cat Lucky as the model. You know, I was thinking like, it's like, do you feel lucky, punk? You know, like Clint Eastwood. And my brother is like, but no one should be feeling lucky. No one should be thinking about that. And I'm just like, you know, that's just weird, man. My brain didn't even go there, but his does. Mine doesn't even go to those places.
You just go to the internet. I was raised in it. I was a man before I saw the light.
Like, I say, what you do is your business, girl. Honestly, I swear, one time I was like pretty high on hookah, because that is something that does, you know, send me off to space. And I was like at 1 a.m. sitting there doing my own thing. And then I realized that I was right next to a gentleman's club. And I was like, oh, shit. So, yes, yeah, I quickly got out of there. But yes, wandering around London, used to do that. Drawing Momentum says, you two are fruit and chili, sweet and spicy combo. Which
I
one?
am the spicy.
I was going to say, who's the spicy one?
I am the spicy one.
Anyway, so Debray says, I'm a dirty pervert on the inside, lol. Well, at least we got people laughing, which is good. We Somfelt, which says ginger, sesame, simmer sauce, peach salsa, oil, lime juice, umami, mushroom seasoning, rosemary, oregano, vodka, honey, sesame seeds, nori, kelp salt, Japanese seasoning, blend as pot sticker sauce.
Holy shit, I feel healthy just from hearing.
Georgia Valentine says, hello, Sky Priestess. Hello, everyone. Carolina
Hello.
is like laughing. We're just having a cool chill out, but hello, neighbor. Nothing major, nothing major. Just everyone just talking about food and my nighttime exploits.
Oh, you. Why this?
Finding the perfect milkshake. Ah, Drawing Momentum says you are spicy night walker. Oh, dear God.
Wow. With nighttime exploits.
Finding the perfect milkshake. That was my quest.
I don't know if you know how that sounds.
I know what you're thinking of, but I'm not thinking that.
Cool. I can't help it.
Oh my God. Candy says, you know, milkshake also has another me. I'm surrounded. I am surrounded by perverts.
You're surrounded by people who are raised on the internet.
See, I just don't think that way.
Well, I guess that's why you're the Sky Priestess.
I guess. You know, if my boyfriend saw this, he's going to be like laughing his ass off, going, why? But Pinta says there is a song by Kellis called Milk. No, not that. No, no.
I was thinking that. I was like,
I
what
was
is it?
not. I
I
was
was
not.
thinking that.
Well, I was not. I was literally meaning butterscotch malt milkshake.
I feel like this is a challenge that God has given me. Someone innocently says these things, and part of me is just like, I will not say anything. But my face always ends up like this. And then she always asks, what are you thinking about? No, it's nothing. No, no, tell me. You're giving me tension. Tell me what you're thinking about. I'm like, I don't. Okay, fine, I'll tell you. And then she'll go, you're a pervert.
Oh, Rajat's online. Hey, Rajat.
Hello.
Rajat's my friend in Delhi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She talks about you.
Yes, yes, I do.
Yes.
Magneto says, oh, that's your flavor. Yeah. Mm. Mm.
Leo energy.
Leo energy.
Leo.
See? See?
Playful.
Playful. Playful.
So this is why I was summoned.
See, I can't do this myself.
Well, it's funny, right? Because by myself, other than the times I make fun of Bai or the cats, I'm actually a very serious, almost like, almost a little bit bitter, right? But yeah, very serious, very boring person. But put me in a community and I get very funny. Whereas Bai is very sweet, very nice. Put her in front of a community and she becomes. But just when she's at her normal thing, she's like, la 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 la. I'm a the girl. It's true. It's funny how people change based on what's the context.
It's not like it's a pretend or anything. It's just different parts of me come out when I'm doing different things. It's just the way it is. Graciela says, get your mind out of the gutter, children. Magneto says, I'm a Libra. Oh, okay. Soma says, hi, everyone. Humid in Ireland today. Barbecue this evening. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. You says, hello, my name is Danayat. I'm new here. Hello.
Hello, Danayat.
Welcome to the community. Drawing Momentum says, is he a Capricorn? No, I am. He is a Libra. Lusada says, have you never heard My Milkshake by Kellis? Yes, yes, I have. I have. It just, my mind doesn't go there. I literally think of a milkshake, like, what you get in old fashioned. Yeah, black. Soma says she's a Libra too. Candy says buffering. We should be back by now. We Stormfelt, which says, I thought Scorpios were the kinkiest sign. What are you calling kinky exactly? I hope you mean him. Oh, look. We have a special and unique guest. We have a special and unique. Look at the baby.
Scorpios are all about getting into
Hi.
the deep stuff.
Hi. Look at this. Look at
Hi.
this. Look.
This is our little happy light.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. See, she makes me happy. She the baby.
Mm-hmm. Naughty baby.
Yes, very naughty. Keeps my brother up at night by jumping to places she shouldn't be. Binta says, I really needed all the food talk and laughter today. Thank you both. Job done.
Awesome.
We Stormfelt, which is no, my partner, lol, Scorpio. I see. Well, enjoy. Soma says, my cats are very frisky today. Chi-Chi and Safi, 1-year-olds. Aw, let me hold the baby.
Yeah. Want me to hold the phone?
Hang on, let me grab the baby first. Oh.
Woke up.
She woke up. Yeah, you hold the phone now. Careful.
Okay.
Hi. This is Haruki. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Today is Venus conjunct Mars in Leo, as you know. So you are bringing the message of love and truth and joy to everybody. Yes.
It's a
true. She's quite a fighter. And she comes and sits on my near my feet during sessions. And then she doesn't go until the session is done. And she holds space for people even when they don't know it. She's a very sweet little warrior girl. Oh, yes. She's actually quite good at the camera today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am imparting my words of deep wisdom and deep knowledge. I think that's what she's doing. So she says, Graciela says, oh,
What's wrong?
frozen hot chocolate in New York City. That sounds interesting. Magneto said she had to come in and clean up our acts. Yes, to bring in purity. And Matthias says, "Oh, Anne loves this little baby." She says, "Love to you, Dr. B, and your cats." We Stomp Atwood says, "Cat says, children, children, must I separate you?" She's what holds everybody together. Zen Steel says, "Oh, Kitty, a cat gifted me with a dead bird the other day. Not sure how to feel about that."
You are blessed.
You are blessed. The cat is saying, "Here, this is my gesture of peace." She doesn't do that.
But it also means you are the butler to clean up.
Yes. Graciela Sen says, "Oh, beautiful." See, people think you're beautiful. Oh, you wanna hold her?
Yeah, grab that.
The other fellow is hiding, even though I call her Marilyn Yellow because my brother's cat has that star appeal. Not that my cat doesn't. Hers is a deeply spiritual appeal. Her soul glows. And my brother's kitty cat has that striking nature.
Lucky would like to go on Instagram and start her own fashions line.
She would.
And I'm like, no, never.
I keep telling him he's missing out on a great opportunity.
No.
Nice lucky cat.
She's still hiding somewhere. She didn't like having her collar removed.
But yes, that's our little sharing today, I guess, about love and what makes us joyful and hope and all those good things. See all of those good things.
Hello, people.
Hello,
Be
people.
good to yourselves.
I have spoken words of wisdom. So on that,
Can't top that.
can't top that. Can't top that. So I hope everyone had a good time this Hello Neighbor. I send you all lots of love. We all do.
Blessings. Have an awesome time.
Yeah.
And be good to yourselves and family and loved ones.
Yes. She likes it. And yeah, you take care and very many blessings. Ciao, ciao for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh. Bye.